really good setup, and I think it's just going to kick this game off with a bang. We are finally going live, Kiss Me, so here we go. We're going to kick it off and see how things go for the first attack here. Good luck coming out from Bravo. Not much coming out other than that. Sideways Box says have fun, and I am sure we will. So with that, we do see Envy pushing up, and Envy, of course, known very well for their ability to bait, take their time, and really force the infected to commit on their terms. Envy's really good at just sort of waiting, being very patient, and making sure that they're completely ready to push out before they make any moves. And you can see the caution already come out here, Kiss Me.
Yeah, they're kind of waiting the safe from there, kind of just, dealing out the plan, what they want to do with this attack. And yeah, we're going to see them push out a safe from here. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Envy over on the Survivor team with, obviously, LSD, the American team, over on the SI. First stack will be coming in very shortly. Hunter has pre-spawned there, so he's looking to start initiating here very soon. And the other 3 SI are still holding their spawns, though. I don't know what they're waiting for exactly. Tank is up at 56%, so it's a little further on through the map, probably around the bus corner area. And yeah, we're just seeing a little bit of a bait game here. We're seeing which team busts first. And yeah.
Yeah, this is a really interesting setup. You do finally see the SI pushing in. Charger goes in for a rocket charge, but he gets shut down instantly. 100 pouncing around Lantis for a little bit of damage. Actually a 2-cap shortly. Jockey gets onto Ellis in front, so they got some good damage out of that attack, but that Charger just got melted. A couple scratches coming in, but actually some pretty good damage spread across the board. And we already have the first tank of the game up in the hands of Sideways Box.
This is gonna be a pretty pivotal tank here. I mean, right off the bat here, you do not want to wipe this tank. At the same time, you want to get the wipe on the other team here, because that opens the doors wide open for an early lead coming on map 1 here. And I know that people say map 1 here doesn't count for much, but it's still points, and it's just that points are points. And I mean, with this tank up, what do you say we just kick it over to an LSD Warren?
Let's do it.
Just get on the roof and don't take ships at this. Yo, you don't need to go across the thing. Like, most people do that because they're fucking, they just see everyone else do it. It's really not important at all.
You could just go right in.
This is fine.
Okay.
Just wait. We'll get this. Go when you're ready.
I'm gonna start going
early boom. It might not work, but here's hoping. I got one.
Sounds one.
Wait.
Alright, let's go. He's getting sliced in the back.
Oh, last guy.
That is the last guy.
Oh, okay, cleared.
Get the down.
Nice.
Just go for more damage. That's
We're back from that first worm of LSD up in the hands of Sideways Box again. Smoker going there for a little bit of harassment, not actually throwing the tongue out there for anything threatening though. And a wonderfully played tank there by Swib, getting a lot of damage out on the board.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage for this first tank. If you can't get a wipe, I mean, that's about as good as you can ask for, and that was really, really close to being a wipe on that first tank. There was a great clear from Rochelle while she was downed onto one of the pinned survivors, which allowed them to sort of clear each other and get free from that tank, who was just sitting at pretty low HP by the time that clear went out. But what a tank. We do see another attack coming in. We've got the pull going in the back. The Charger does land, and we got a Hunter coming in, pouncing around. He manages to pin Nick back into the spit with a double get up, but that actually gave him some God frames and gives me a little bit of a misplay on that.
I'm not really sure where Nick is. I think he just disappeared on my screen. Wait, he's ahead? I think Nick just warped on my screen out of the spit and like in front of Ellis somehow.
Yeah, Nick got pinned in the spit by that Charger. He was going to take a lot of damage, but then the Hunter actually pounced him and allowed him to get some God frames and a pretty quick get up. The Witch goes in and does get crowned. Pretty easy crown. There weren't a whole lot of spawns left up, but we do see that side coming up now. Smoker looking for that pull on Ellis. It does get it onto the alarm car. We got a boom going out in front. Charger pre-spawned with the spitter. They're looking to push in any time here, but they may elect to wait until the SI spawns come back up with this horde. I don't know. We do have Rochelle pushing out, pops that boomer, and Kiss Me, what a start.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage going on in NV there. LSD can't be too unhappy about that. In fact, they're probably pretty proud about that. And we're going to see NV facing off with the last hit here. The SI will wait for the final 2 spawns to come back up here. The Boomerang Smoker did go down previously a few seconds ago here. And I believe the last spawn will be up in about 5 seconds. So we'll see one last hit come out here near the safe room door. It will be a Jockey Charger with a Spitter here. And one more spawn yet to be known. And it's going to be a Smoker. So a lot of potential here for separation. But I don't know if this area will actually allow that to happen. Because it's a very narrow street. A lot of shotguns to go around here for NV, and they can get those fast clears at close range.
Yeah, and you can see NV doing exactly what they're most well known for, and just baiting out these attacks, taking their time. They don't want to deal with any common, and even though they are bleeding out, they want to keep this permanent HP if they can. So I would expect them to do a really good job of trying to protect Nick and Coach, keep them towards the back, maybe just kind of covered where they can't really get easily attacked. We see the Smoker setting up in back. Jockey is bouncing around, just making some noise, trying to slow him down. Looks like the SI are getting ready to push in, a little impatient, and I don't know, here it comes. Smoker does spawn up in the back. He gets the pull in onto Ellis. Jockey going in front, but misses everything. Charger gets a stumble onto Nick and gets one punch. So a little bit of damage onto the health bonus, but overall a pretty good take by NV, and they'll make it into the safe room after that, Kiss Me.
Yeah, not too shabby. Once again, a little bit of damage going on to health. Most of the Charger getting one punch off on Nick with the stumble for a grand total of 10 damage during that Charger. But, I mean, other than that, NV took that attack, as you said, very well. And they're going to walk in the safe room with a 116 health bonus out of the possible 300, because this map's only worth minuscule amounts of points, to say the least. And yeah, we're going to see NV up for here, obviously, after the first half, 436 points. And now it's LSD's turn to answer the call, and we're going to see if they can do just that.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good take. If you're LSD, you're not too upset about that, because even though they got the full distance and you didn't get the wipe, if you can manage to make it through this tank without too much damage, there's actually potential to make a really good health bonus on this map. And if you can build up a 200 or 300 point lead going into map 2, that's gotta feel pretty good. So if I'm in LSD's shoes right now, I'm feeling pretty good about how we started out, and I'm just waiting to see what's going to come out from LSD on their survivor side, because as you well know, NV can, they can turn a game around on a dime's notice, and they have some of the best tanks in the world, Kiss Me.
Yeah. I mean, NV, once again, you have Flyby, Hansuki. Those two tanks, world-renowned for just how... I don't even know how to say just how amazing they are at their tank play, let alone their survivor play. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead... Oh, wait, this is the server where my ready up bind doesn't work. Hold on.
No worries.
I have a bind that spectates me and readies me up at the same time, but for some reason it doesn't work on Hyper-V servers. But regardless of that, we are live here with the second half. LSD over on the survivor half, and obviously NV on the SI. Once again, your first hit will be that Hunter Spitter Jockey with the Charger. We'll see if we see the same kind of bait we saw come out from NV here over on LSD's half. I have a feeling that LSD are just going to try and push out here really fast, not going to really care about this first hit, and hopefully they can minimize it. Attack is coming here. Hunter lines onto business, guys. AKA sideways box. Hunter misses though, hits the planner. And I believe that was a Charger. I said Hunter there for a second though.
Yeah, it was pretty close. It looked like they might have had some good opportunity there once Sideways Box got pounced. They were trying to get that Charger in on him and maybe look for a charge spit there, but unfortunately the Charger caught the side of that plant and just sort of stumbled. So we do see the survivors pushing forward, and they're actually doing an interesting choice of keeping 2-2 instead of running a 3-1 setup with the Uzis and shotguns. So that's actually pretty interesting, because tank slowdown can be really crucial in a small area like this, Kiss Me.
Yeah, I know, and that's one of the big changes that we see always come out from these teams, especially across the world. Envy opting for those Uzis, whereas we see most of the NA teams opting for the shotguns, which it's kind of preference, I guess. Obviously, both guns have their strengths and weaknesses across the board. But yeah, we're going to see his tank up in the hands of Hansuki, 14 men V. Attack coming in here. Hunter coming in from behind. Charger with that. Looking for the double cap. Not going to find it though. Hunter gets cleared. Charger misses, and Jockey gets shut down immediately upon entrance. And Hansuki is going to get across here up onto the other roof with only 75 damage taken so far in ship. But LC...
That was some great coordination. They pushed in that attack as soon as that tank was getting ready to push across. We do see LSD actually pushing forward and getting a nice bit of chip onto this tank while he's just trying to keep some LOS. But, as soon as that attack went in, the tank was already in motion to get over onto that roof. And a lot of times you can lose 10 to 20% of your health just climbing that ladder to get up there. And when he got up to the roof, he only had taken about 300 or 400 chips. So it was a really good play on them. We do see the tank pushing in, spawns bouncing around, making some noise, trying to distract. Tank looking for a corner. We do see the Jockey land early and a 2-cap in back, but it is cleared quickly. Got a nice pounce in front, and he is separated, so we're going to see if they can capitalize on this. The tank's actually opting to get out, couldn't find anything. They're going to clear this pounce, and wow, Kiss Me. That was a lot of damage, but that was actually a pretty good clear all over.
Yeah, that was absolutely very well taken there by the hands of LSD, and I really don't know what else Hansuki's tank has in there. Going for the jump rock, throwing himself in there. Lands the rock onto Nick, gets the down, but Nick was not the help bonus. He obviously only had about 5 HP left. Boomer going in, lands a nice double boom onto the back, onto Coach and Nick, the down survivor. And this tank's going to try and commit with the rest of HP. Not going to find anything, though. Charger does find her shell, though, but we'll get cleared immediately. Smoker going for a pull on the back towards the other side of the safe room, and Tongue gets cut, and that's going to be a dead Smoker. And that's a dead tank as well.
Yeah, that was a really good take. I mean, there was a lot of potential there, and NV actually opting to throw their SI a little bit early, which I actually like, because that gave the tank a chance to recommit. And when he did recommit, he actually caught him off guard and was able to land that rock and get a quick punch in onto sideways box. But unfortunately, they couldn't do anything more than that, and if you're LSD, you're hoping that you can keep this health bonus up, because they took their tank a little bit better than NV did. At this point, NV had 2 full in caps, whereas LSD sitting with only 1 full in cap, and 3 survivors still sitting with some good permanent HP.
Yeah, I mean, the health bonus as it sits right now is at 348. That's around 3 times what we saw NV walk into the safe room with them, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it was a 116, and they're at a 348 right now, so exactly 3 times what it was. And it looks like we're going to see NV saving for the ally hit here. This is a pretty common hit yet again. It's usually done with the Charger, which they do not have here. They're going to work this off of a 2-2 with a Hunter Jockey. Boomer coming in from behind, lands a nice double boom with the proxy onto HGK sideways box. Hunter coming in, looking for DP, not going to find it, but does find a nice double cap with the Jockey and Hunter landing. And Spit also lands down onto Ellis. Going to do a little bit more damage to the actual permanent health here of the LSD team. And with that being said, the Witch is pretty much going to be dead here. They know all 4 spawns did go in, so it's a free Witch Crown pretty much.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and take this Witch Crown, barring anything disastrous, and she does get crowned, and if they hurry, they may even be able to get into the safe room. But it looks like they're going to opt out and push out to the right, and just kind of do what NV did, clear out this horde, take this attack on their terms, and I'm already really interested. You can see that Long Shlong Dudes is really aware of how important this match is, because they're doing a lot of baiting, a lot of just taking their time, and this is not something you see typically from the North American teams. But you do see a boom going in, he gets a solo boom in onto Coach, rest of the attack coming in, Charger, nice double cap, and Jockey bouncing in, almost lands the triple cap, gets the stumble, so that did allow for a little bit more damage to come in. This attack is finally shut down, but a good amount of chip there, and some really great spawns, honestly, jumping in like that really got them a good attack there.
Yeah, I've actually never seen a team actually decide to hop up on that kind of a 3rd floor balcony and then jump down on the survivors. Really nice play there by NV. That's going to drop the bonus by another 50 approximately, dropping him down to a 252 health bonus. So after map 1, we will see LSD ahead of here, 572 points to NV's 436. But that was map 1, and we got 3 more big maps to go.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a 136-point game right now, and I can't emphasize enough, even though it seems like a really small amount right now, with 2 teams that are this evenly matched, you really got to watch. Any kind of lead you can take early on is going to be really important, and it could end up being the difference in a game like this, because there's just no way that you can expect there to be a really big disparity between these 2 teams. Both of them know what the stakes are. This is for a shot at the finals match of the tournament, and a $450 prize, which in Left 4 Dead 2 is kind of like Dota 2, the international. I mean, it's like winning $10 million if you can get anything out of Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, this community, the prize pools have been low for quite a while here. Hopefully they do start ramping up yet again. We did see some huge prize pools in the past. Frag Pipe, obviously the most recognizable. $10,000. It was... Actually, was it 10,000 euros?
Yeah, I think it was 10,000 euros. I don't know.
So that's even more... it's like 12,000 probably at the time, dollars. And yeah, coming into the second round here, yet again, we will see LSD on the survivor half, obviously. NV on the SI. And I don't know when this tank is, because I can't see because my spec HUD is not working right now, because we're still in the ready up. But I'm going to go with, we'll see a tank probably in the open field here, and we're going to see... Hold on. Deck just freaked me out with the way he just said. We're okay, though.
Yeah, we do see this tank. We do see this tank coming up at 22%, so it is a relatively early tank, and you did call it. This is going to be an open field tank, so this is a tank that has the potential to get shut down really easily. But if the SI support can support him well enough, I mean, if there's some good damage potential too. I have seen teams wipe here, but it's really hard to do that with this tank, because you can take it in so many different areas and just force the tank into really awkward positions if you're doing a good job of keeping your LOS and just making sure that you're playing discipline to survive. survivors, which I would expect to see at this stage in the game. We do see the survivors slowly starting to push out. We got our first attack up, which is going to be a boomer, a smoker, a charger, and a hunter. So some good damage potential, no spitter here, so you'd like to see that with the charge spit. But again, I mean, there's a lot of damage potential, some separation potential, and we do have a tree smoker. Oh no, he's kind of up on a balcony up there. That's a really interesting spawn, actually.
Yeah, it's really far out of the way. You wouldn't expect a smoker to really spawn up there, and I think it might shoot the survivors out, but I'm pretty sure they'll see him once they peek around the corner. But we will see what happens. Actually, he'd be kind of hidden. He wouldn't actually be able to grab one until they're like on top of the car, though, but they wouldn't see him if they just peeked around the corner. So that's actually pretty interesting how that might play into their minds. But with that being said here, obviously LSD kind of baiting out of the safe from here, just taking the time, clearing the common, knowing they're in no rush, but here we go, pushing him out. Boomer goes in, doesn't find anyone to land on, though. Hunter latches onto Kocho, and Charger will beat him up a little bit there. Smoker with the pull at the very end onto Nick, getting a couple ticks of damage out onto him, but there will be the attack up and down, a decent amount of damage. Unfortunately, Boomer didn't land, didn't allow the SI to really get in any closer than they wanted to, and that's going to be about 25 damage going on to the survivors, 22 to be exact, and there should be a tank up here very soon in the hands of JPTPH, who I'm going to go with is, I'll just say that's Flyby.
Yeah, and that was a really good take by LSD. It almost looked like they were prepared for... It looked like Envy was ready for them to push to exactly where they did, but LSD did a good job shutting that down. We do see the Charger going in. He does get a punch in on Nick while he's reloading, but all he gets is the punch, misses the charge. Rock flying in, nothing landing yet. Hunter bouncing around, just trying to make some noise, gets skeeted for his efforts, and this tank is just going to be content to try to keep as much LOS as possible while mitigating that chip. And Kiss Me, this is one of those tanks that if you're not disciplined in your LOS and you just continue to look at him, you can play this tank all day long.
Yeah, this is one of those tanks, as you just said, that if you don't get aggressive on, if you just let him free roam and just throw rocks at you all day, he has no problem doing that. You either have to get really hard LOS on him, just completely block off his line of sight on you after each attack, or you have to push him. And you can even push past him, into the alley, past the alley, right before the crescendo. And that's where we see a lot of teams actually opting to push it nowadays in the North American scene. But we'll see what LSD decides to do here. As it sits right now, they are just sitting still here. The tank is throwing a couple rocks here. SI attack is going in. Boomer going to be the last thing to be thrown in, and no rocks have landed just as of yet. It looks like we will see LSD start to play a little bit LOS game here on the tank, and just try to cut down that rage he has. He is sitting at 45% right now, so it's doing a little bit of work on him.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see LSD try to push past this tank after the next attack, depending on how it goes. But considering their positioning after that current attack, they probably just opted to stay back. I mean, they could stay back. This tank is already on second pass and is probably going to have to commit with his next set of spawns. So if you're LSD, you're feeling really good about this. An open field, and it doesn't look like they have the boomer either. So it's going to be a tri-cap that's going to have to support this tank. We see an early pull going in. He does manage to get Nick pulled for the tank to land a punch. Survivors separating around, spreading out, and we do see a pull going in on Ellis. We got the corner from the tank onto Ellis. Jockey bouncing around, just making some more nice. Tank going in, throwing a jump rock. We got a pounce landing in on Nick in the back. Nice separation there, a little bit of damage. This tank looking for anything he can find, gets a great punch in onto Nick, and this tank is going to be dead before he lands another punch. Smoker goes in, gets cleared, and that is the second tank of the game for NV, and if you're LSD, you probably feel pretty good about that take.
Yeah, you gotta be feeling absolutely fabulous about that, and that was a pretty good take by LSD. I mean, the tank, his support didn't really have much to do there. That tank is pretty hard to get supported, honestly. What I usually do is I try and wait for the tank to actually push the survivors towards a corner and let the spawns kind of open up. But Envy kind of threw the spawns in early there, and it really didn't pan out for them, to say the least. And that will be a boomer shutdown there by the hands of LSD. Hib tank coming in hot, aka Purple. And yeah, LSD just looks like they're on fire right now. Both the Swib and Hib tank, or Purple I should say, are sitting well up in the 90s, high 90s health bonus wise. And this is going to be good. Like, Envy has to do work during this event, or we're going to see LSD walk in the safe from here, because there's no crescendo tank here, which is what we see a lot of.
Yeah, and we do see this attack looking like it's going to come in really early at the beginning of this event. We already have the Smoker pre-spawned in the back. The rest of the spawns working their way in. Poe goes in early and gets cleared right away. Charger does land in the back, and the Spit does go in on that, so that's going to be a lot of damage. There's nowhere for Swib to go, but as you've seen in the recent developments in Pro Mod Kiss Me, that Charge Spit is just not the damage dealer it used to be, and even though he was stuck in a giant pool of Spit, he only took about 30 damage from that attack.
Yeah, to go a little bit more in depth about that, each tick of spit damage does 2 points of damage, but the thing is there are no god frames. So if that spit hits you for one tick, the moment it goes down, you take immediately 2 points of damage from that spit. So it's instantaneous, but the point damage is it's kind of kept static, I should say. It doesn't ramp up or anything. It just stays at one consistent point. Boomer going in, they're getting popped immediately. Jockey passing in, looking for something. Nice double cap, temporarily landing onto 2 survivors. That will get clear though. Coach will go ahead and stand up, taking a little bit of damage onto the health bonus though. So Envy are hitting the correct targets here. Rochelle and Purple, and even Remix for the most part, have all taken significant damage since the start of this event. And I mean, Envy's doing what they have to do here, but hopefully it's not too little too late, because they have a long way to go with the health bonus to chip it down more.
Yeah, and if you are NV, the pressure is squarely on your shoulders right now, because you're looking at a situation in which the survivors probably will have a pretty good time shutting down the rest of these attacks and getting in without much damage. We do see another attack coming in as I say that. Boomer goes in, gets a nice boom in the back. We got a pull in front, and the Charger looking in to go get some punches. He gets one punch, but actually misses the charge. Charger gets killed, and then that's the attack shut down. So a pretty good take after a couple sloppy ones during the start of the event, Kiss Me. And I mean, if I'm NV, I'm really facing a situation in which we've got to wipe with this tank, or we got to do a lot of damage, because right now it's looking like LSD is going to be able to make it in with a pretty good bonus. We do see the crown going in, a nice crown out there by Bravo. And Kiss Me, I'm going to go ahead and let you take away this last attack while I catch my breath and think about what just happened.
Alright, I mean, I'm pretty ecstatic too, actually. Bravo just landed a crown. I know I saw some things coming in chat pre-game here, but I know attack is coming here. Nice double cap landing so far. Charger taking Ellis far away. Spit goes down top of that. That is one of the main health bonuses that still remain. That Jockey is still latched onto Rochelle. That's going to be a lot of damage out on the survivor. Even an ink cap almost out onto Ellis. He will get cleared in the nick of time, though. Not going to take it down here, but that is the health bonus of LSD. Completely demolished by that attack. Beautifully executed there by NV. And I mean, what they had to do, they just did right there in pretty much one attack. And we will see LSD continuing through the rest of the little event here, pushing the way towards the safe room. The Horde should be stopping relatively soon, I believe. But for right now, there will be one more attack.
That boom goes ahead and it gets popped. The Hunter and Jockey are bouncing around, trying to slow down the run into the safe room. We see a nice geek coming in there by Bravo. Jockey gets shut down for his trouble, and the survivors end up making it in. Team LSD with a 328 bonus. And Kiss Me, aside from a couple attacks during that map, they shut everything down really, really well. And the only questionable call that I saw the entire time was that second to last attack where they kind of pushed out into that open area with the Horde still coming in. This is the risk you run when you kind of make some calls that are a little bit more passive, if you will, during a match, because you want to keep your health bonus, you don't want to run into an attack, but you end up getting yourself into an area that you're maybe not familiar with, and a lot of the spawns came in from right behind the survivors, and it looked like they had no clue they could come from there. So there's a little bit of risk involved anytime you throw in some new strats in matches like this, because it looked like NV was pretty well set up for that and did a lot of damage to the bonus, but they still make full distance. They get a 328 bonus out of it, and they're sitting at 1420 to NV's 436 going into the second half of map 2.
Yeah, so we're going to have to see some big plays come out here from NV. I know LSD, this tank, if NV plays it the same way that LSD did, this tank's going to have a hard time getting anything. So we're going to see most of the damage probably be inflicted during the event, if not during the Witch. So we'll see what LSD and NV exchange here. We do see Coach peeking his head out of the safe from here. Once again, NV on your survivor half with LSD over on your SI. And it looks like we might see an early charge here. Bravo looking like he wants to go back up the staircase into safe room with this charge.
Yeah, and it's an interesting setup, especially when you have a spitter. They don't have it for this attack, but it looks like the Charger is going in. They do line up. He gets the charge up the stairs, and he actually manages to get a pound in, and he's still going. Great boom, double boom coming out. The Smoker looking for a pull in front. He's pulling, gets a little bit of damage, so some good chip coming out, and I was really surprised to see that Charger last as long as he did.
Yeah, that was a really nice charge there by Bravo, catching them off their guard, I should say. And a little bit more damage come out from LSD than we saw NV push out. NV pushing out 22 on the first attack, and obviously we see, 35 coming out from LSD up here on their first hit. And I'm going to have to respect for you, because you asked me to. It's better now.
Yeah, you're better now. There, you were a spitter on my screen. We do see the spitter going in, Purple, aka the tank. And let me tell you what, this is one of the better tanks in the North American scene, if not the best tank in the North American scene. I mean, Grizz is right up there too, but I really love watching Purple play tanks. We do see a Hunter bouncing around. He's just going to be making some noise, maybe looking for a DP while this attack goes in. Boomer going for a rocket boom and gets popped. Charger going in, hits the tree, and we do see the 25 coming in by Sideways Box. He's going to look for a rock off of that, but the rock lands in a tree, but what a pounce kiss me.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. First person net for you guys. So you guys did just see Cybersback yet again landing that huge skybox DP onto Envy. And Purple's getting pushed here a little bit. I think Envy didn't like that 25 that landed. They took a little too much damage there for their liking. And they're going to start pushing forward here. They're going to try and push through the alley here, make the tank commit. And I mean, the tank, his best bet right here is probably just commit right into them the moment they hit to the alley. And his best hopes are hoping that the SI can actually hold him in the alley for him to get close with.
Yeah, and you know, it looks like Envy's opting to hold out right here. They know the spawns are coming back up, so they may be just trying to bait out an attack. If I'm LSD, I'm actually not too concerned about the fact that they're sitting there because there's a lot of good spawns around that area, but Envy really well known for their survivor play. They're patient, and they know where those spawns are going to be coming from. We see Nick set up top on the tent, and we do see this tank pushing in. Tank's going to go in. The smoker goes in, tries to get an early pull, but misses. Tank's getting juked a little bit. Boomer coming in, does get a nice double boom, so that'll bring in some common support. Nice pull on Coach in the back for separation. We've got the corner in on Rochelle, but he misses his second punch, and oh my god, kiss me, this tank is almost dead. Jockey goes in and he lands on top of one of those survivors. He's doing some nice work with minimal HP left, but that is the death for the tank, and wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit, pretty much the same amount of damage what you saw push out onto LSD there that we just saw NB take. So not too shabby coming out from them, and I believe we might have somebody coming into the channel here. I'm going to let you take it away here while I get things sorted out really fast.
That is not a problem. I will go ahead and take this away so you see that tank coming in. And we do have Mr. Rails Barlow himself joining us. Rails, I am so excited to see you. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you very much. I did get home quite late. I obviously see that we're here in the middle of the second chapter so far. So as I get into game here, I'm not going to be able to cast a lot, but I knew I'd be home in time to at least get a little bit of work done here. So thank you very much for filling in, Redux. And I think you're doing a great job here right now, by the way, from what I've heard so far. And I know Kissme's always great at casting as well while he does his camera work.
Well, we do appreciate that, and I am very excited that you Horde starting to push in a little bit from this event. Here come the spawns. Hunter goes in, gets a nice pounce in the back. Charge does land in front onto Rochelle, and she is not the health bonus though, so she did a good job of soaking up that damage, taking the spit, and Envy doing a good job of preserving that health bonus while they were waiting for that attack to come in. So a really good take there because all of the damage went in onto the non-health bonus, and that's exactly what you want if you're Envy. And as they continue to push through the event here, we're going to see them try to get this alarm shut off. We will see the spawns coming up about the time they're going to hit that ladder, so it's going to be a really interesting time to see what they're going to do. We got the spawns coming up here. Jockey bouncing around making some noise. Charger does spawn up. Jockey's already shut down. Charger's in a really bad spot. Goes in for a miracle charge and misses. Hunter gets speeded. Spitter is dead, and that's the entire attack gone. Again, Envy with a great tag, and they're going to go ahead and shut off this alarm, wait out the rest of this horde, and maybe push that witch before the spawns can come back up. Although there should be some spawns coming in at that point, so Envy may just opt to wait out this event with the health bonus they have currently.
Yeah, I would probably say so. I know I'm not in the game yet, but from what I saw so far there, it looks as though Envy is definitely coming in from the back there due to the fact they were down by the amount of points they were as I turned the stream on that sentence. And obviously we're expecting a very, very close game at this point, I'd say, Ducks.
Yeah, absolutely, Rails. And I mean, this probably just going to sit there and wait this event out, and the moment that LSD commits with an attack, Envy's going to rush that witch with their shotguns and just take her out before they have anything that they can do about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here, and right now their health bonus is sitting at 268 points higher than it was for LSD on their survivor turn there. I'm assuming here from the first chapter here that LSD took a slim lead coming into this chapter. Actually, we're going to see an attack coming in. We're going to have a smoker pulling across right there. Charge goes in there, it actually bounces off, but Rochelle is jockey below, but she is non-health bonus Ducks, so not a whole lot of damage there.
And that was really disappointing because that charger actually had 3 lined up and they all had their melees out. And if you've ever played Left 4 Dead 2 before, you know how difficult it is to melee and shut down a charger when you're in there by by yourself. We do this as Smoker spawned in front. That witch gets stuck on Coach and actually gets the down, and that was one of their biggest health bonuses. Oh my god, Rails, disaster strikes.
Oh my goodness, Flyby just stands right in front of right there, and that is disaster, as you just said. As anybody knows who watches competitive Left 4 Dead 2, when you actually stand in front of a witch like that, she will re-aggro out onto the survivor, not the one who originally pulled her, but the one who actually stands in front of her for that long enough a time. And now that's a lot of damage going on to Envy, and the bonuses are almost tied here. As a matter of fact, Envy only has 80 points more. Jockey's going to spawn in front here, coming in. We have 100 landing in the back. Charger actually misses there, but a little bit more chip going out onto that bonus, as a matter of fact. Charger going to try to run from the back, and that Boomer's going to spawn, but what a close game here, Ducks. Only 76 points between the health bonuses on this round.
Yeah, another great round from both teams. That last attack there getting shut down pretty well. And we do see the scores coming out. The final for the round is going to be 1,420 for LSD to 1,340 for NV.
It's an 80-point game.
Yeah. And I alluded to it earlier, Rails. I know you weren't here at the time, but I told people, you know, at the beginning of at the end of map 1, LSD was sitting up by about 170 points. And, you know, on a map like Parish, that can be the difference because there are so many equalizing things about this campaign that just, it's so hard to separate yourselves and it's so hard to get a big lead, especially when you go into maps 3 and 4, because it seems to me those tend to be the ones that teams really perform pretty evenly on. So this match is living up to its billing. I'm really excited you're here to join me for the last part of this because I think we're going to be in for one hell of a ride, Rails.
We are in for one hell of a ride, as you just said, and I honestly see that, as you said, the point disparity that comes out of the first 2 chapters is one thing, and then these last 2 maps can be somewhat equalizing, but there's always the potential for something to happen on these last couple of maps that can completely change the tone of a game, and as soon as NT actually gets back on the right team, Bravo has readied up for the special infected and not the survivors in this sense, but this is for everything on the line right here. Whoever wins this game is going straight to the grand finals and will play the winner of the VOV versus Apollyon game, and we're going live with some fast ready-ups here, Ducks. We're going to have Team LSD on the survivor side and Envy on special infected here. Tank's going to be at 25%, and NT, I would say, is an amazing tank for Envy.
Absolutely, and the nice thing about this, if you're NV, is you've got that early tank coming in. We do see an attack coming in. Boom goes in, gets a nice proxy. Hunter lands for a little bit of damage onto Coach. Smoker looking for the pull into Spit, not getting anything. So a pretty good take overall. We do see the Horde trickling in. They're going to clear Rochelle and push forward. But if you're NV, Rails, you're really happy about this tank spawn because anytime you're coming from behind in the match, the best way to do that is have these early tank spawns and get some great damage out, especially on a longer map like Parish 3.
Exactly, and I mean, with this, if you can actually get, like, even a wipe would be absolutely amazing right here for MV, because then the distance points alone would put them ahead by, I don't know, a couple hundred points, and then map 4 that's a tough map to come back on, I can say from experience. Jockey goes in there, actually manages to get dead stopped by Coach. Double Boom goes out in the back. Spitter and Hunter both still spawn up. The Spitter's on the side of the building there. Hunter actually manages to land, and the Spit all going out onto Bravo around the corner there, but he's managing to get out of that without a whole lot of damage, but this is still some nice chip from NV so far.
Yeah, I mean, a pretty weak 2-2 setup, but they got a nice wall kick in the back on Bravo, who was not looking at that Hunter, and they got a little bit of spit damage off of that as well. But that's also going to mean that LSD is going to be able to get this tank up and run back with no problems at all. And this tank is going to be really crucial because the hittable is so important in this to control the survivors and kind of keep them corralled where you want to. If they can push out into that open area and just surround this tank with Uzi's rails, as you know. Oh, we do have an attack coming in. Charger goes in. It does land onto Nick for a little bit of damage. He gets the 10 points there. Smoker goes in for a pull. Got a single boom going in the back, and the tank's going to be working his hittable in. Hittable comes flying in. It is up on the roof, so the tank's going to keep it up there. And, you know, we missed the war room last map, Rails, and I'd kind of like to see what they're planning on survivor side if you're LSD, so maybe we should throw this over to Survivor War Room.
I think we should. We definitely deserve to hear an LSD War Room. Let's see how they're going to play it out, Kiss Me.
Otherwise, you should lose one pass, like right now.
Anybody have eyes on cars?
No.
It's still on the roof. He's hitting it off the roof.
It's right there.
It's in play in the open.
They might have Boomer.
It's right.
I'm watching for Boomer.
I'll pull back. I'm gonna get charged with the car. Fuck.
Nope. Charged.
Let's clear that. You guys might be able to kill this tank right here.
You guys are charged like that.
Didn't save him. Gotta do something soon. Can't leave me down. Dead.
And we are back. That was the worm for LSD on that tank in the hands of NT for Team NV right there. And that actually turned out from looking really, really bad into a great take, I'd say, for the situation for Team LSD. We saw an early separation pull go out there, and then a charger was able to cover it with a charge. But I believe it was Bravo who popped the boomer that jumped in. If that boomer had landed, that was easily a wipe. Tank ends up only getting about one down and a couple other punches, but that's still some nice work coming out from both sides there. Hunter, Jockey, Smoker, and a boomer for the next tier for NV, but Ducks, what an evenly played tank right there.
Yeah, and as we do see this another attack coming, we got the Smoker going in back, gets cleared pretty quickly. Hunter gets skeeted, Jockey lands for a couple ticks of damage and shut down. Boomer gets popped, Smoker gets another brief pull in the back, but that's the attack cleared. And as you talked about with that tank rails, I mean, that was a really good take considering the separation pull that happened early on. You saw the S side drop in and really try to cover what was going on, support the tank while that separation pull was going out. And if the tank had, I mean, if NT had been able to get that hittable in, as we talked about before, that could have been disastrous. That could have been at least a death. But thankfully for LSD, they made it out okay. And I'm going to let you take this next tack away, Rails, because we're going to see some pretty good stuff coming out.
I think so. I mean, as long as LSD keep moving at this pace, they should be okay. They should be able to move to a point where they're able to take that ladder choke. We have a pull coming out here right now. Does get cleared. Jockey in front. Hunter gets demolished in the back. Spit goes down for a couple ticks of damage, but really not a whole lot coming out there from Team NV. And as I said, that ladder choke is going to be crucial here, Ducks, because there are ways for both teams to exploit that, even with the new additions that have been made to it.
Yeah, you know, for those of you that aren't aware with some of the changes that have happened to this choke, I know most people are at this point, but at the end of the ladder choke here, when you're pushing up to the top into the parking lot where all the cars are, there's actually a set of pipes at the top of the ladder, so a survivor can get up there and just sit there and kind of stare down the spawns and kind of clear everybody from there. Now, there is the potential for a charger to actually grab you and pull you up, but we do see another attack coming in. Boomer goes in and gets a nice proxy onto Nick, it looks like, and I think that's just going to, yeah, they're just going to go ahead and opt to hold on to this. And this is where you're going to see these new dynamics coming into play, because some teams opt to attack as soon as they drop into the sewers. Some teams opt to attack when they get to the bottom of the ladder. And it looks like NV is going to be trying to set something up to get a charge spit into this this long part of the sewer, but they're pushing forward pretty quickly.
They don't have a spitter. I mean, it looks as though LSD is going to keep pushing along here, as you said. Now, spit damage doesn't register at the top of that little hole there, as a matter of fact. It only registers, I believe, at the bottom. Speaking of that, we actually have a hit coming in from the bottom. The Jockey's going to come in there trying to latch onto a survivor, not going to land. The charger gets taken out, and you know what? That, I see what MD was trying to do there, Redux, but that's gonna cost them right there, because that was one hit where they were able to do a whole lot of damage, but LSD annihilated that charger, cleared that Jockey, and stood in no spit damage either. What a take.
Yeah, and LSD being really aware of the fact that this new dynamic on this map causes teams to attack at kind of random intervals there. One thing that I've noticed with NV is they've been really initiating a lot of these attacks with smokers, and in some situations like this tank fight, they actually had a great separation pull that really gave that tank the opportunity to do a lot of damage. We do see another attack pushing in. Smoker goes in, goes for the pull in the back. We got an alarm getting triggered. We got a nice double boom, but that was a great skeet coming out there by Purple. Charger whipped his charge, and they're going to be able to push up the ladder, and they have managed to keep most of the health bonus onto Sideways box, so it's a great take.
Indeed, but at the same point in time, now they do have 3 slow at this point, and I'm taking a look at how many pills they're going to be getting up here. I believe it is just 1 set, so they're going to pass them around. They have a massive horde coming in here, but the crucial thing right now, I'd say, is that they need to keep that health bonus on Sideways box. Right now, they still have about 300 points of health bonus, but they are going to down Bravo and pick him back up, it looks like. It's going to be a Jockey, a Spitter, a Boomer, and another spawn coming into Q. Boomer actually is going to spawn up here right now and lands a double boom from behind their very, very long arc, but it's now just a Smoker, a Spitter, and a Jockey, and also a Witch, who's sitting at the bottom there. I fully expect Team LSD to draw this back up. Indeed, Bravo is going to do that right now, which is going to climb back up, and she is going to get crowned very nicely. So a nice take from LSD, but a hit will be up for NV soon, Ducks.
Yeah, and that was a good sack of the Boomer. They knew the Witch was going to go up. They knew they were going to be holding their spawns for that, and I think they were just opting to go ahead and sack that Boomer, hoping that they would get a better spawn into Q, and it looks like they did get a Hunter. So we're going to see a Smoker, a Jockey, a Hunter, and a Spitter for this attack, and we'll see if NV opts to initiate with that pull down again and maybe try to get somebody pinned into Spit. They're going to be focusing everything they can onto Rochelle at this point because she's got the entirety of the health bonus.
Yeah, if they can hit Swib, then that will work, but then they're actually going to get another ski going out there from Bravo. Now they have a down onto, I believe that is Coach. Indeed, they do. The pull goes in the back, but Ducks, we just said it right there. Nothing touched Swib.
Yeah, you know, Rails, I have seen so many Skeets come out in this game. This is what happens when you see some of these really, really high-tier teams playing. Their survivor play is just impeccable, and I mean, you've got players like Sideways Box, like Bravo, and Remix and Purple are all well known for being able to shut down these hunters. Bravo especially, I mean, he is a Skeet master extraordinaire, and you're seeing that coming out in full force tonight, Rails.
Definitely, and at the same point in time, Envy, they're trying to work their infected in inventive ways, and they keep initiating with the smoker there, which is the right thing to do. Charger goes in and gets annihilated, just completely killed. We see that spit going down, but again, I don't think Swib's taken any more than like 1 or 2 points of damage here. Rest of his team's gone down. Actually, we have... Okay, I thought I heard another witch for a second there, but I must be going out of my mind. Instead, now we're just going to see them keep pushing forward here, and I'm looking at how many people are black and white. Purple's black and white, and that's about it for now. So... that's, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna kick the witch. Don't worry, Kiss Me, we got this. But there's only one more hit for them to take here, Ducks, before they're in the safe room.
Yeah, and I would expect them to just bury Rochelle in the back here and make sure that they can't get anywhere near her because she's going to be carrying this health bonus into the safe room for them. Envy's going to be looking to work on that. We do see the attack coming in. Hunter going in, gets skeeted again. We got another pull going in the back, but Jockey goes in and does actually get some chip onto the health bonus, so they did a little bit of chip onto the sideways box there, but a pretty good take overall. Another skeet coming out, and there you go, Rails. They're going to make it into the safe room.
They make full distance, and you know what all this comes down to? This is because they took the first tank so well, because they managed to pop the boomer before that happened. They were able to actually make it through the entire level, get full distance, and get almost 800 points on this chapter. But I'm sitting there looking at Ducks, and I know how good Envy can be on Survivor, and I'm kind of hesitant. Like, I know Envy can just rattle off 1,000-point chapters here. That tank is going to need to do work.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, at the beginning of this game, I was really interested to see how close they could keep it between the first two maps, because those really, to me, seem to be the maps that cause the most separation. When you get into this, even though it's a really long map, it's actually pretty easy to take, aside from a couple major chokes in the map itself. We do see the teams readying up, pretty quick ready-ups here, and we're going to see the early tank coming out this time, and the tank for Team Shlong Dudes is going to be in the hands of someone, but Envy baiting the safe room, so I'm not quite sure who it's going to be yet.
They're baiting us out as well because they know that's going to happen. It's going to be your Remix tank here, and if anybody, actually, we're going to see a hit coming in here right now, it looks like. That Hunter's already pre-spawned. Boomer, Smoker, and a Spitter on the other side of things. Smoker drops down there. Hunter going in, tries to get the pin, gets the pin. Double Boom goes out as well, so some nice damage off that first hit there. Enough chip for that 2-2. And if you remember the first game that these two teams played, Ducks, on Hard Rain, Remix's tank left something to be desired. He has something to prove here with this tank right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Remix is well known, one of the best players in the game. He's been around since the very, very beginnings of Left 4 Dead 2. And I know he was on a team with Kiss Me, Team Infinite for a long time, and these guys have been around for a very long time. A lot of experience in both of these teams, but, you know, Remix is proven himself to be a really great player. We do see another attack coming in. Hunter pouncing around. Smoker goes in for a pull in the back and shut down right away. Looking for the cut onto the Hunter was Ellis, and he actually missed it. So the Hunter lands, Jockey goes in, gets a scratch, and Ellis actually stood in the spit for just a little bit. So that was quite a bit of damage for that attack, considering the Smoker got shut down right away, Rails.
Yeah, again, I mean, off those couple of hits there with no charger, obviously they managed to get some spit damage. Now the tank is up for Shlong Dudes into the hands of Remix. As we said, this is a crucial tank at this point. He needs, let's see, I mean, the MV tank got it down and a couple other punches on a couple other survivors here, but a wipe here would be absolutely amazing for Team LSD. I mean, if there's... really, every single player on LSD knows how to play tank great. Every player on MV knows how to play... Yeah, I think we do probably owe them a worm here with the greatness. We're going to send it in after this hit. We have a Smoker going in there right now. Boomer rockets his way in, gets popped. Charter goes in there. Now the Smoker does manage to land on Ellis. And how about we take this over to another LSD worm, please?
Let's do it!
It's a good place for the car.
Where is it?
By the
Oh,
way.
yeah, that's a great place.
So one hit, you could get it into the open.
Sick pass.
So if I were you, I would hit the car, just hit it in the back so it lands where I am. You see the Hunter?
Yeah.
And then after you hit it first, like the initial hit, you get one more chance. Hit it, and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, leave it alone and go for the survivors. You gotta make sure you land the spoon too. Go ahead.
Yeah,
No
I'll try.
point in taking chip.
Good.
Got a
Nice
boom?
one. If you play smart. Yeah, Jockey.
Get out. Get out.
Yeah, we're dead.
It's huge 2-cap separation. If you would have landed that, that would have
Yeah, that would have been sick.
Just keep sight on him as long as you can. You're
Yeah, you
losing.
have-
Yeah,
right?
watch it,
keep side.
watch it, watch it, watch it.
You're gonna go in with us, Remix. Remix, go in.
15%.
Go in, Remix.
We gotta land that boom now.
Let's go side this. Nice charge, dude. I got coach. I got coach. Get that down. Get that down. Nice fucking work. Do whatever you think is best. You could even get out.
Boomer, go boom on him.
Thank you, Redux. And we are back. That was another LFD worm there for that tech. It's a remix. That looks so bad to start, but that actually ends up getting 2 downs. And we actually have a smoker pull going out almost close to 2 downs. Now it's full. 2 survivors who are on temporary health, and they are trying to get him back up there. They salvaged that tank so hard right there, Dux.
Oh my God, Rails! I mean, that was so disastrous. He committed. They had two separated in the back. They had the split that they wanted. There was a skeet that went out in the middle of that. Hunter got shut down, and Tank found himself in the middle of 4 survivors with nowhere to go. He gets out, manages to wait out right before it's about to go AI. Double charge goes in and saves the tank, and Remix gets a little bit of redemption. But again, NV has 2 survivors sitting with almost full HP, and they have the ability, if anybody does, to carry that through the rest of this map, Rails.
Exactly, it's a long map, but here we're going to be seeing another attack actually coming in here right now, and the server's laying out for me. I don't know about you guys. We have the jockey going in the back, Hunter landing behind that as well. Smoker gets shut down, Spit goes down as well, but I do believe that is going to be on the health bonus just a second there. I'm not exactly sure if that was client-side lag for me or if that was the entire server, but it's fine for you, then we're okay. So that means that was almost a tri-cap actually going in there, and they managed to knock the bonus down just a little bit more, but Dux, the 2 most important things here, they have the ladder choke and the witch still to get through if you're NB.
Yeah, you still have some things to deal with. You are not in the clear by any means, but you do also have to understand that they're capable of carrying this through. They do still have 2 sets of pills, even though they're going to have the bleed out on Nick and Rochelle for the rest of the map. They're going to be able to funnel those pills to them and be able to get through this and hopefully be able to hang on to that health bonus. Because if you're NV right now, it's all about making that full distance. It's all about getting as much bonus as you can. Because if you can keep it close going into map 4, it's going to make it for a really interesting game. We see the Boomer going in. It does get shut down. And the Charger actually spawns in on the roof, gets a nice double charge off of the trailer. Smoker goes in, but unfortunately goes for the charge target. Rochelle gets shut down after, the Hunter gets shut down after landing on Rochelle. I'm tripping over my own words. I'm getting too excited. It's like, I'm like Kiss Me 2.0.
This is insane, because at this point it's like, the clears that went out there, that was a great attack coming in from that double charge and everything, but the clears are so fast from NV. Interestingly enough, they sent that attack in, and now I don't know exactly what the spawns are that they're going to get for this.
Don't worry.
I mean,
Don't worry.
I'm looking, it's going to be a Spitter, a Smoker, a Boomer, and a Jockey, so this is really not that good a hit here, as a matter of fact. But now they're actually going to send Boomer up right now, and he does get popped. So now the choice is going to be, they're going to throw a Spit Delay down, so that's probably the best call they could have made at that point. They're going to probably send the Smoker Jockey either up top or something like that, but they need these crucial seconds to get that other spawn to get a good hit off here. Spitter might be recharged in time, and it's going to be a foot race now. MB know they're down a spawn. They know they probably don't have what they want. Smoker and Jockey both spawned up there, and looks as though the spawn actually is going to come into Q. Spit's going to go down, but it won't do damage, but MB backs off, and they get the Charger, Ducks.
Yeah, and that was a great play by the Spitter on both ends. They got the Spit Delay, but the Spitter actually gets shut down after all of that. Charger looking to go in. Smoker gets a pull in the hole, but actually doesn't pull anybody out. Charger looking for something. He gets the charge up top and gets cleared right away. A little bit more damage onto the health bonus. A great take on the Jockey by Nick. And they're going to be able to run through this this alarm car a lot, but we do see a sneaky Smoker trying to get himself set up on that last alarm car. Maybe, well, actually he's just climbing up top now.
Envy is moving so fast at this point in time too, and this is what you said exactly, Ducks. They have the ability just to hold on to their health bonus throughout these maps. They've taken a little bit of damage, but really not a whole lot. Smoker's gonna go for a separation pull up top, manages to land it onto Rochelle. Now the spawns for LSD are gonna be way out of rotation, so it's gonna be a Spitter, a Charger, and then something else coming up. And now they're actually gonna draw the Witch. Rochelle's going for it right here. Kimchi drawing it up the side of this wonderful highway here, and she is gonna go, and she's gonna try to climb over a car and does get killed. But look at it here, Ducks. They only have like 2 more hits, and there's still a lot of bonus on both NT and Flyby for NV.
Yeah, NV has just picked up the pace, and they have entirely blitzed this map 3. I mean, you've seen them rush through this with very few attacks coming out. I mean, you're talking 3, maybe 4 attacks, and they went through the most dangerous part of this map with almost no damage. We do see a crash coming out from Bravo, a pause going out, and wow, Rails, there's a lot to digest here because NV has just completely stepped on the gas pedal, and they're proving why they've made it this far in this tournament.
Not only this tournament, but they have a reputation to uphold here. Both teams really do. And I'm checking the health bonus frantically, spamming my keyboard right now, because right now it's at a 244 point difference. So that would put Envy in the lead going into map 4. And after that, if this stays the way it is with this bonus, even if it doesn't stay the way that it is and it stays this close, it's going to come down to that tank spawn on map 4, because there are so many different options that could have. There are so many ways a comeback can be prevented, but there's also a lot of ways for the losing team to make a comeback on that 4th map. But right here, if you're LSD, you need to send these hits in. You just lost a spawn, so they are probably going to wait right now and see what they can get for that next hit, because I don't see them going in with 3 here, Ducks. I just don't see them doing it.
Yeah, I really don't think they're going to be able to do that either. And the unfortunate part about having a crash at this stage in the game is that the survivors are going to be able to push forward with not a whole lot of issue here, and they're going to be down a spawn. They are saying that the server is full. I probably ate one too many donuts and ended up filling out that extra slot, so I do apologize in advance, Bravo, but we're going to get this fixed for you right away and get you back in the game. Okay, bud?
Yeah, and after, I think we put that... Yeah, there we go. So now Bravo will be able to rejoin there, setting it to 11 once again. So once he's back in, we'll be able to take this live. And as you said there, Ducks, they have the ability to cover NT, and they have the ability to cover Flyby in this sense. Hansuki and Kimchi are all sitting at very, very high health as well. They mark it as ready here, so now it's going to be a Jockey, a Spitter, or a Charger. And the Charger's actually going there, manages to land on a Hansuki by himself. Spit goes in the back there, so that's going to slow them down, actually. But I don't know now, Ducks, because they're only going to have like 1 or 2 more hits now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 1.5?
Yeah, and the really interesting thing about that is that Envy knows their spawns are split. They know that Bravo was still loading in from that pause, and then they just sent the Charger in by himself, opted to hold the rest of the SI. So now you're looking at pretty much getting through this graveyard as well without much damage coming out. And we talked about it earlier. If anybody could hold that hold bonus, it's Envy, and they have done just that thus far with only 1 attack remaining. Take it away, Rail.
All right, what's going to be a Smoker, a Jockey, a Spitter, and a Boomer for this last hit here for LSD. So it's going to be pretty much, it's a 2-2. I mean, what are you gonna do? They're gonna send Nick forward for Envy here. They're guarding Coach and Ellis in the middle. They're blocking all the spawns they possibly can. Right hand side over there is where it seems as though LSD are looking to spawn from, but they're actually gonna get blocked here. Now they're scrambling for a reposition because they know the health bonus is still outside. Smoker and Boomer both spawn up in the back here. Rochelle kites that Smoker perfectly. The Jockey manages to land, however, but that is also a non-bonus. So now Ellis took a little bit of spit damage, but Ducks, we've seen them do it right here, and right now it looks as though... Actually, no, we're going to see another pull go out under Rochelle in the back, plus the Boomer jumping over there, but that's going to be pretty much it, and you know what? Envy just took the lead.
And Envy just made an incredible play there, Rails. I don't know if everybody caught on to that, but one of the non-health bonus pushed into that room, blocked the spawns, and they kept the other non-health bonus in the back where they knew the spawns had to come from if they successfully got that spawn block. And you saw there just some great play. They sandwiched the 2 health bonus in between, and Envy is taking the lead. They are up 23-44 to 22-16, and I alluded to it earlier, Rails, that map 1 difference can make a really big difference in a game like this, and it's a 100-point game. I mean, what do you say?
All there is to say is I really want to see where this tank's going to spawn. Like, that's all I want to know, because that will change the dynamic of this game completely. If it's an early tank there, you could see a lot of damage go out really, really early, and it's going to be at 61%, so that's the famous tank that happens... Yeah, event tank. Yeah, that's the famous event tank there, and I honestly think that's one of the hardest tanks for the survivors to survive in the game there, Ducks, and this is going to be one hell of a finish, because that means if Envy gets wiped at that tank, then all LSD needs to do is survive it and then make it past, but they need to pull that wipe off somehow, and they can't let Envy out LOS them. We're going live right here, right now. 4th map. This is it. We don't play finale in America, as we know, so the winner of this map pretty much will decide this game. It's Envy on the survivor side and LSD on Infected. Take it away, Ducks. We're in for one hell of an ending.
Yeah, we do see this first attack coming up, and there's just so much going on. We do have a really early witch spawn at 13%, so I'll be interested to see if the SI opt to hold one of these spawns for that witch. We do see a Charger, a Hunter, a Spitter, and a Jockey. Hunter is pre-spawn, just waiting for the right time to go in. Jockey spawning up. We do see the rest of the attack coming in. Charger looking to drop in. Hunter pouncing around. Gets the pin in the corner. Charger getting some punches. Gets shut down pretty quickly. A nice separation Jockey in front. And some good spit damage going out. But they did send in their entire attack, which means Envy's going to have a free run to go ahead and crown this Witch Rails.
They saved the Spitter, but I don't believe he's going to be able to get the respawn in time. It looks like Rochelle is just going to go for it here. Jumping down, sees where the witch is, targets it, and gets an easy crown coming out right there from Mr. Kimchi himself. And so, I mean, they saved the Spitter, so they might be able to get another Charger on this hit. It's a Smoker, a Hunter, and a Charger, as I said. So now they're probably going to try to send this in before MV gets inside. And they're actually going to start spawning right now and going. Hunter coming from the back. Smoker lands a pull. Hunter gets skeeted. Gonna see the Charger go in there, and he has got absolutely nothing, Ducks.
Yeah, he connected on that charge, but got leveled nicely. We saw a good ski coming out, a quick clear on the smoker, and the spitter dies last. So pretty good sack order, but again, you want to get some damage in before this tank so you can try to bleed him out as much as possible. And what's going to be really crucial about this Rails is the fact that you got to know when this tank is going to spawn, because if this tank spawns before you have to start the event as opposed to after, it can make a huge difference. And the holdout bonus is something we haven't talked about yet, but that could also mean the difference in this game. If you can hold out during that event and you can make it through and limp your way across, there's some comeback potential. It's going to be really tight. We do see the Hunter bouncing around. Boomer goes in, gets a nice single boom. Hunter coming in for a DP, gets skeeted again. We got a jockey in the back, Treasure coming in for separation, and a great double charge covers the jockey. What a great attack, and that's exactly what you want if you're Team Shlong dudes right now.
That is amazing, and that is exactly what LSD needs to keep doing. This tank's going to be in the hands of Bravo. We saw him play a map 4 tank in the hard rain game that turned that game around. Can they do it again here, Ducks? It's all about this map 4 once again. This time it's on Parish, and you know what? We're going to have MB pushing their way right now. The survivor progress is still going up. I think they do have to drop for this. It's going to be a smoker, a spitter, a hunter, and a boomer. So another 2-2 right here. The hunter is already pre-spawned below, and this is for all the marbles here. Envy is going to play it slow. They're going to play it safe, and they're going to be precise about when this tank spawns and how they take this hit. They're going to blow up. It looks like they're going to blow up actually the propane tank that was right there, and it's so close, about 10% right here. They're going to start working their way out. They know that this is going to be pretty crucial if they drop and don't take any damage on this, and I can't, Ducks. I can't do it.
Yeah, they're going to be really close. I'd be interested to see. I know this tank is very unlikely to spawn, but they could get it to the very end of this ramp here, and the tank may spawn before that. And if you're the SI, this actually gives you a little bit of an advantage because you know exactly when this tank is going to spawn. So we're going to see. It looks like they are going to have to drop. This hunter's already pre-spawned, getting ready to take whoever drops. And V is dropping in, and that tank spawned almost as soon as they push forward rails. That might have spawned before that. What a boom. What a pull, and he's separated up top.
He's separated up top. They've got Hansuki up there. Okay, so how about we take this right over to an LSD Warm right now, Kiss Me? Go.
Nice. The car's on top of the roof.
Car's on a really good spot.
This guy's down on this roof right here. If you can get a perfect hit, they're picking up.
If you can get that corner.
No. Alright, it's fine. Tell us what you want, bro.
That's on the roof as well.
Hits. Just hits. I'm getting hits.
Okay. Alright.
I'm ready.
Boomer ready?
No, not yet. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Triple boom.
Triple boom.
They're all in that corner right now. What the fuck?
The car is in the...
There's like can get
There's a
quad
dumpster
punch
right
back there. Yeah, and there's a dumpster in front of them. Like if you were above them right now, they'd wipe.
It's fine, it's fine.
It's good LOS.
Yeah, they can't LOS him.
They are though.
Get a good hit.
Yep. I am ready.
Go.
Go.
Car,
Nice.
over here? Oh,
I already
fuck.
got
That
the
tank is still
dumpster.
going in.
Good shit, keep doing it like this.
Am I still first pass?
Yes.
Yes.
Hit
Play
him
that
all,
as long as you
give
can.
you rage. Good shit, Bravo.
The fuck is this like invisible?
They're all just sitting
Make
there.
noise. Alright, I'm ready.
Yep.
Ready to.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Dude.
Oh, almost had that.
There's a car on that roof. You see it on top of you.
It's fucking hittables everywhere.
60% second pass.
Yeah, no.
There's a car right here on the charger, by the way. Like right where they are. If you drop.
Shit! This rock better land. Oh. Wow. I was on top of him.
Let's go.
Top out, yeah, tank right now.
The hittables, bro. Say I tank is working. The hittables.
Oh, bravo.
Are you fucking kidding me? That is amazing. That tank actually knocked the car and got the rest of the bonus down, but this... Oh man, there's no health left on MV practically. They need to survive this event, but LSD need to wipe them here, Ducks. AI the tank, and the AI tank gets an in-cap with the hittable plus another punch. Boomer goes out onto 2. Again, the Spitter, the Jockey, and the Smoker coming in here right now. Spit goes down. Looks as though the Smoker did get a pull, but MV doing another good job of reserving their health. But Ducks, oh my god.
Oh, wow, Rails. I don't even know where to start. That was such an incredibly well-played tank up until the very end. He got a great dumpster in the middle of there. He got up top. The tank initiation was incredible. They had the separation pull up top with a triple boom down below. Nobody could clear anything. Bravo got all the hittables in, but we do see NV actually making it across the event, but Ellis gets held up in the back. Looks like they will be able to get him across, though. NV doing a good job of getting through, making what distance they can. They do get the full holdout bonus, but Coach is actually
Coach
in the
fell.
back. He fell.
Coach is down now, or downstairs I should say. He's not down as of yet. Boomer goes in the front there, manages to land a boom onto Rochelle. Charter is, actually the Jockey manages to land on NT, so NT's down. Envy are not gonna go back here. Charter gets the down onto Rochelle. Spit in front. Ellis is gonna come back. Hansuki has pills, but now Ellis is having a lot of problems getting that in-cap up. And you know what? We see Nick actually just take the pills and start to run. Bravo's Jockey coming from the roof. Flyby's right there, and he gets a scratch, but they pick him up, but he kills Ellis. And then Rochelle kills the Jockey, so Envy are not going to make it with any bonus known to man here at all. But they're making as much as they can. Every single point that NV gets here really helps them out. This Hunter and Smoker need to do work, and the Smoker gets the pull right there onto Nick before he can clear it. And now we just have Rochelle in the back, and as soon as this Hunter lands, that will be hopefully 4 long strong dudes. The end of the round, and the Hunter gets the wall kick, and that's the wipe onto NV. Ducks. Oh man, Perish 4. They're gonna get about 60 points, so NV's gonna get 2,862 points for the game. That's all they got, and Long Strong Dudes are 647 points away from winning this game. That means they need to find a way to get almost to the end of this map, and they need to kill that tank with bonus. But if there's one team in the entire world that can do it, they can make the comeback. But Ducks, it's so close.
It's so close, Rails, and they knew it was a distance game at the end there. Envy did a great job of getting through that event, getting across the ramp, and really just rushing for the distance. And as Kiss Me's saying in here now, if they can shut this tank down, if they can mitigate that damage, and if they can make it through that event with any kind of health bonus running forward, they could potentially steal this game back. And I told everybody at the beginning, those 100 points on map 1 could play into this.
That's so important. Every single point.
So close.
Every single point.
So close.
Here it is, the semifinals of the RBT. The tank is going to be in the hands of Flyby, Envy's best tank player as far as I know. It's going to be, this is for everything here. It's a Hunter, a Spitter, a Jockey, and a Charger. Winner goes in the finals. Yeah, distance alone will win it, as Kiss Me said. And it's possible. I mean, Envy did not shut down the possibility of a comeback here from LSD. Bravo working its way outside here, and it's just, here we go. They're going to have the Charger jumping in there. Charger's going to land. Everything else gets shut down, but that is going to be a charge spit going out on a remix to start. Not a whole lot of damage on him going out, but about 32 to start here, Ducks, and this is for everything.
Yeah, that is. We do see all the attacks sent in, so we are going to see a free run for this Witch as well. We'll see if they handle it as well as NV did. They're rushing for this Witch, a little bit slowed down by the Common, but it looks like they're going to be able to take this with no problem. Crown going in, and it looks like they delayed a little bit, but they do go ahead and get the Crown out. And the spawns are coming back up. We do see a Smoker, a Hunter, a Spitter, and a Jockey coming into queue here. So Rails, they're going to send another attack in here.
Oh God, Hunter's on the roof right there. He's about to jump in. He's going high, as a matter of fact. He does get skeeted. Now we're going to have the Spitter actually miss the spit entirely, and that right there is exactly what they need to do. Bravo, as you said, Ducks, skeeting everything in existence here. But that Smoker pull goes out for actually a stupid amount of damage on the Swift. That should have been cleared a lot faster. Don't know what that was about, but oh man, it's all down to that tank, and we will be giving an LSD Worm for this tank here. There's nothing else we can do. This is, again, it's just every attack here that they shut down counts, but every point of damage also helps NV. It is so balanced.
It is very, very balanced in Rails. I can't speak about it enough. We saw it at the beginning of this tank fight on the first half of map 4 here, where the Envy actually opted to push with all 4 survivors simultaneously off the ramp. I'm not convinced, Rails, that they actually had to drop. So I'm going to be really interested to see if LSD tries to bait this out a little bit, get everybody to the front of that ramp, and see if they might even try to go back. Because if you can get that tank all the way back, he's already going to be close to second pass before he can commit. And that's going to be really crucial, so I really want to see how it plays out because they're so close. You see LSD do something that's just very uncommon for them, and that's taking as much time as possible, being as careful as possible. They know what the stakes are, and they're taking their sweet-ass time.
It's even more so than last time, because that was technically elimination game for them, but this is for a spot in the grand finals. Jockey, Charger, Hunter, Spitter going in here right now. Charger goes into manages to land onto Ellis, but they miss. They immediately clear it. Hunter lands onto Rochelle. Jockey grabs Bravo in the front as well, and he has gotten actually clear, but that was a beautiful clear through the wall. And now this is exactly what you're talking about, Ducks. These next set of spawns for Envy will dictate how this goes, and they're going to try to work their way up, because I'm not convinced that that tank spawns that late either, to be honest.
Yeah, and you know what? The important thing here, too, is that the spawns are down, so the survivors can actually rush out to the front of that bridge, see if it spawns before they do anything else. Let's see what happens. He's going to push out.
No, they got dropped.
It does not. They have to drop it. It spawns the second they drop. Spawns are coming back up. Wow, and they knew it, too. I mean, exactly what we were just talking about. They knew that it was so close. They really wanted to take it back, but now they're going to slow it down, take their time, clear out all the common, and just hope for the best on this drop.
Man, so now it's, as you said, Spitter, Smoker, Charger, and a Boomer here, so Envy knows this as well now. It was almost like, it's like 2% away from spawning up there, but it's not close enough. I think like 60 or 59 spawns up top, 61 now as we see it does spawn below, and as you said, we're going to see LSD take their sweet time because they know this is it. It's a less than 300 point game right here. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I bet you they could jump out and spin back to the balcony or something like that. Smoker spawns up, Charger's going in, they've got Bravo with the Charger, Tank spawns too, Separation is out, and now Bravo is down there, but they are going to clear him right now, Kiss Me, LSD Warren, because this is for the game.
Don't do that shit.
We can use that float to get across. Reloading!
How much do tank punches do?
20
Stay down below the block spawns.
I got it.
Charge. Clear.
LOS, everything.
Get the rocks,
Everything's-
get the rocks. Okay.
Just
LOS
like
him.
full pass right now. He needs to get past.
Yo, remix.
Yoke. Don't peek. Stop. Oh shit.
Just pop.
We need to get back up.
Pop. Pop right now.
Pop and get back up. Pop and get back up.
Yo, he's down
Get
below.
back up right now. Get back up. Just stay here.
Kill
Stay
him.
here. Stay here. Stay here. Fight him. Stay here and fight him. Break this tank. Jackie.
Get that.
Next to the dumpster.
That's how it is.
Watch his health drop.
I'm dying.
He's above you.
I can't do anything about that.
Okay, you're good.
Commons. Just commons.
Hit him up.
Just
I cannot
quick
get
up.
boomed. I'm dying.
I can't
Get me up
save
first.
you.
Then we lose if I fucking die right here.
No, I can't do shit about that. Scoot the rock. Coming in. Dead.
We need to make this
Dead,
map
dead,
right
dead,
now.
dead, dead, dead.
Fucking God. Alright, so now it's AI tank coming in here, and that tank is going to die. Bravo looks so dead right here, but it's gonna come down to distance, Redux. It's gonna come down to distance.
Oh, we're so close, Rails. I can't even look. We got another attack coming in. We got the jockey bouncing around. Smoker going in. He does get the pull on Ellis. We got the spit coming in for the separation. Pounce coming in. Ellis still hanging
they
there,
need to
taking
clear
all
Ellis.
that damage. He finally gets cleared.
Swib does get cleared there. That was brutal right there. Swib getting pulled. Now they're gonna down remix and pick him back up. But now it's gonna be the Smoker at the top. Smoker is still alive, but Bravo Bravo's ready to go. They have more pills, as a matter of fact. They did find more pills. It's going to come down to all this distance right here. Smoker's going to try to get a pull. Bravo has jumped across and is now going. Now the Smoker is going to try to get a separation, but as long as they clear him and he doesn't incap Swib, they should be fine. He's going to go there. He's going for the pull. Smoker looking for it. Single boom does land. Oh, and that's actually going to be a down. But Bravo comes back and clears the jockey. Charger in the front does die. Bravo drops back down, as a matter of fact. Purple is going to get pulled. And now they need to go there. They need to clear that. They need to clear that Smoker right now. They're firing at that tongue, but Purple is down. So they need to get back. Oh, this is going to be heartbreaking. He has to go down there and clear Purple just because of that freaking Smoker. They weren't able to cross. He's going to pick Purple back up, it looks like, but they do have a set of spawns coming up right now. Smoker drops in and actually trolls the incap. It's a Hunter, a Spitter, and a Boomer here. I can't, for the life of me, find where the other survivor is. Where's Remix? There he is. Okay, now he's back over on the one side over there. Hunter spawns up. Hunter going in, managing to miss and gets dead nothing, killed by Remix. Remix with a clutch right there. Spitter coming into troll, gets killed, but Remix drops the pickup. Bravo's in the corner down there. They're gonna pick Ellis back up here, and now they do need to somehow find a way to either go, or they need to get that pickup right now. I have no idea what the hell they're calling, but they need to make a decision. Now they're gonna try to get him back up, but Bravo is not being able to pick him up. Remix is at one. Remix actually drops. Remix actually goes down. And now they're gonna run, and now the jockey is coming in, manages to land on a Bravo, but does get cleared. Charter goes in, Charter punches, and that is a two-cap.
The two
and
cap.
that
Oh my God,
is the game. Team Envy holds on and defeats Shlong dudes in the semifinals of the RBT in one of the closest and most heartbreaking losses for a team I have ever seen. Redux.
Oh my God, Rails. I'm just left shaking my head after that match because I tell you what, it looked like after they killed that tank, they were going to be able to make it out. They were going to be able to shut everything down, and they were going to be able to make the distance necessary. But I can't believe that Smoker saved on the last attack before the event got in. He was able to just troll everything. I think a little bit of a misplay going back to pick people up. I would have just gone with the 3 survivors up top and gone for the distance because they had some pills in front of them. They could have made up some distance, and that was so agonizingly close. And what a game, Rails, what a game.
And that is the second time we have seen an American team lose in heartbreaking fashion right there on the Parish. So it happened to the Wolf as well, but Envy have been able to just extend their leads and their wins like that. But that is such a heartbreaker, and that eliminates Team Shlong dudes from the RBT. They will either come in 3rd or 4th place depending on how the Apollyon versus VOV game goes out and then how the tiebreaker game goes, whether that's played or whether one team lets another team take it. But that right there, wow, Redux. I came back home and I think I just saw that game. That was absolutely just one of the best games I think I've ever seen. So close. And oh man, you got a feel for LSD right now.
You really do. I mean, both teams played their hearts out. I don't know that you could have asked for a better match. And again, we said at the beginning of the cast, when you have such an equalizing map like Parish, where it's so easy to, when you have evenly matched teams, to have a close game being played. I can't remember the last time somebody was blown out on Parish among 2 evenly placed teams. And let me tell you what, Rails, I mean, I don't think that we could have asked for anything better, and I'm so glad I got to take part in that. I know it's got to be devastating for Shlong dudes, but we got to congratulate and hand it out to Envy because they brought it together. They made I mean, I guess you could call it a comeback, but my face.